Webmania.
Hello viewers, welcome to Webmania Bootstrap 20th tutorial. In this video tutorial, we will learn Bootstrap Forms. In this video tutorial, we will discuss the three form layout provided by the Bootstrap. Let's understand this with an example. Here we have a contact form, and at the moment we haven't applied any of the Bootstrap form style, and it look like this. It's a simple form in HTML. Here is the required HTML for that. Notice inside a container we have a row class, and inside the row class we have a form element. Inside the form element, notice we have 4 div elements, and each div element contains label and input. Here you can see inside the div element we have a label element which is name and input type, and the similar is to email and type. And this is our text area, which consists of 30 columns and 7 rows, and here is the message. Then we have a button of input type is equal to submit. Let's go to our editor to see some practical examples of this. So this is my editor, and I paste the same text here, copy it from my notepad and paste the text here. This is the same text as you see earlier. So let's save this and go to our browser to see how it look like. So here is our browser, and when we reload the page, here you got this form which I show in an image. It's a name, email, message, and it's a send message button. Let's make this form pretty by using Bootstrap classes on it. Bootstrap provides 3 form layouts, and here is a table of these forms. The first one is vertical form layout. Vertical form layout is our default layout, and the next one is inline form layout, and the next one is horizontal form layout. We will discuss in details about all these 3 forms layout. So let's start with vertical form layout. We want a vertical form that look like this. We want to achieve this layout. In vertical forms, the label and the form control stacked on top of each other. Here you can see it's a label of name, and it's our form control which is a text box of name. Both are stacked on top of each other. Let's go to our editor to achieve this layout. This is our editor, and we want to create a form by using vertical layout. To achieving that layout, we simply have to make 2 changes in our code. The first change is to enter the class, we have to apply the class of form group on div element, and the next step is to add the class of form control on our input element. And let's do with the same elements. Here I'm going to use the class of form group, and here I'm going to use the class of form control. Also going to do that class form control, and also going class form group. Let's save this and view in our browser. This is our browser, and when we reload the page, here you can see we achieved the vertical form layout. Here you see it's a label stacked on top of each form control. Here you can see. But the problem is the form is spanning across the entire width of Bootstrap grid column. So we use grid classes to resize this. So let's go back to our editor and resize this. To resize this, we simply have to use the class of element of div, and inside the div I'm using the class and which is going to call LG 5 and close the div below the form. Let's save this and view in our browser. So it's our browser, and when we reload the page, here you can see our form is looking pretty. So let's make this button pretty. Let's go back to our editor and now apply some button classes on this. So this is our editor, and now I'm going to apply the class of btn and btn info. Let's save this and let's view this in our browser. So it's our browser, and when we reload the page, here you can see our button is now looking pretty. And if you want to move this button to the center or to the right side, you have to use the grid classes, which I discussed in our previous video lectures, that you can use the column offset grid classes to push the button or to push the columns. So let's go to our editor and make this button into the center. So this is our editor, and to convert, move, push our button to the center, we have to use a div element, and inside the div element I'm using the grid class called offset 4 and cut this div and paste it here. So let's save this and view this in our browser. This is our browser, and when we reload the page, here you can see our button is in the center. So this is vertical layout, and here is the required HTML for that. Now let's discuss about we want inline form that look like this. Now we want to achieve this layout. For achieving inline form layout, one thing is important is that your screen size is must greater than 768 pixels. If your screen size is smaller than 768 pixels, you can't achieve this layout. So let's go to our editor to achieve this layout. So this is our editor, and it's the label of email and input email element. This is password and input password element. For achieving, and this is our login button. For achieving inline form layout, you simply have to do only one step, which is adding the class in form element is form inline. So let's save this and view this in our browser. So this is our browser, and when we reload the page, here you can see we achieved this layout. It's our inline form layout. As earlier I said that if your screen size is less than 768 pixels, this form is not going to display inline. So let's prove this. Here when I resize this, and when I'm going to fell into the category of extra small screen, you see this. Here you can see our screen size is now less than 768 pixels, and this converted into vertical form layout. When we resize this, we again convert it to inline form layout. So here is the required HTML for achieving that inline layout. Now let's create horizontal form layout. We want to achieve this layout. This is our username, email, then it's our contact, and then send message. In horizontal form layout, notice label is on left side and the text box is on the right side on a single line. So this is our horizontal form layout. So let's go to our editor to achieve this. So this is our editor, and now we want to create a horizontal form layout. For creating horizontal form layout, the first step is to enter the class inside the form element is form horizontal. Here you can see this form horizontal, and let's start. I create div element, and inside the div element I'm going to use the class of form group. Form group, I said that form group close here. I write a comment here. So let's create another div element which contains label. So here I'm going to use the label of name. The second step to achieve this layout in horizontal form layout, we have to use the class of control label inside the label element. And then I'm going to create another div element for input text box. So here I'm going to write input text. I don't need name and ID. So here I'm going to use the class of form control. In form horizontal layout, we use grid classes both for the label element and for the input element. For this, I'm right here class called LG2. I copied this class and going to paste to input element, which I'm going to span it 5 pixels. Sorry, 5 grid columns. Let's save this and view this in our browser. Here is our browser, and when we reload the page, here you can see we got a horizontal form layout. Our label is on the right side and our text box is on the left side on a single line. Let's decrease the space between these. So let's go back to our editor. For this, I'm going to LG1. I give him to only span across one column. Let's save this and go to our browser to view this. This is our browser, and when we reload the page, here you can see the distance between them is now okay. So let's go back to browser and then create our email. So this is our browser. Now I create name, and now I'm going to copy the same. I copy this, and now I'm going to paste this. Just change the name here from email and also type to email. Let's save this and view this in a browser. This is our browser, and when we reload the page, you can see here we got an email text box also. So let's go back to editor, and now we have to achieve our text box. Achieving our text box, I'm going to create a div element which is class form group, and inside this form group I use div element, and div element I have to the text area. I don't need names and ID like. So here I'm going to use the class of form control. And right here message. Let's give this grid columns call LG8. Sorry, class. So we want this text box to spanning across 8 columns within 12 columns of Bootstrap. Let's save this and view in browser. This is our browser, and here when we reload this, so this is our contact text area box. So let's decrease this one column. So let's go back to editor and set this text area and also form a button here. So this is our editor, and I'm going to reduced it to 7 columns spanning across. So now we want button here. For this, we are going to class div class form group, and inside this I create div element, and inside the div I have to create input submit button, and I'm going to give them the value of send message here. Let's save this and view in browser. So this is our browser, and when we reload the browser, here you see we got a button, submit button. Let's go back to editor to style this button and place it to center. So this is our editor. To style the button, I'm going to use the class btn classes, btn and btn info. Let's save this, and we want our button to push to the center. For pushing our button, we use call lg offset classes. So I'm going to use class here call lg offset 3. So let's save this and view in our browser. This is our browser, and here when we reload, here you see we have a button, and we push this button from left side to the center. So in our next video tutorial, we will learn about Bootstrap Form controls. Thank you for listening. Stay tuned. Have a good day.